Welcome back to a brand new video and update here today on Cult DAO. Ticker is CULT. Now Cult DAO is sitting at 0.00005626. It's up around 2.17% over the last 24 hours. Market cap 238 million with trading volume 61 million, which is down 40%. Any project that's down 40% in trading volume and still sitting at 60 million, obviously generating quite a bit of interest. Now, if we take a look at the all-time chart here for Cult DAO, this been on CoinMarketCap or listed on CoinMarketCap since February 3rd and has exploded in price during the end of March, really since March 25th, has been in the green and did hit that all-time high not too long ago, right here on April 2nd of 4069. Down a little bit from 4069, again 4056. I made one previous video on Cult DAO, and the engagement on that video was absolutely insane. A lot of passionate and proactive holders and community members in this project, Cult DAO. So again, I just want to go over a few things, refresh you guys about this project if you haven't heard about this project. Just want to go over it very, very quickly, give my opinions on it. Current amount of holders right now for Cult DAO is 11,610. And I believe when I made that first video on Cult DAO, it was around 8,000. So just in about a week, 3,000 new holders of this project, CULT. But let's not waste any time, you guys. Let's just get right into it. So Cult DAO, you can see here, the entire aesthetic of this project is a little bit different and definitely something that I don't think a lot of people are used to as far as seeing this in the cryptocurrency space. But the purpose of Cult is to empower and fund those building and contributing towards a decentralized future. Their society is built to make it as difficult as possible to break away from societal, economic, and other norms. Now, taking a look at the We Are Cult DAO Twitter account, where there is some very, very decent engagement in my opinion. You can see here, this is a tweet from April 1st, right, 2022, sorry. So 3 days ago, crypto Twitter, when they read the Cult Manifesto and see the tokenomics after calling Cult a meme coin all week, right? So we're going to read the manifesto. As you can see here, the Cult DAO, the manifesto, which is essentially a white paper here for Cult DAO. But this right here, if you take this into consideration, in my opinion, very well done. A very transparent type of white paper, and one that I just think the overall concept of this project is very, very different than projects that we've seen previously or even before. But you can see here, good evening. Allow me to first apologize for this interruption. I do, like many of you, appreciate the comforts of everyday routine, the security of the familiar, the tranquility of repetition. I enjoy them as much as any bloke, but in the spirit of commemoration, thereby those important events of the past, usually associated with someone's death or at the end of some awful bloody struggle, a celebration of a nice holiday, I thought we could mark today by taking some time out of our daily lives to sit down and have a little chat. So he goes on to, or he or she, I'm not sure if this is or he or she, but the developer here goes on to talk about a lot of different things here. You can see how he ends here. But if you see what I see, if you feel as I feel, and if you would seek as I seek, then I ask you to stand beside me, beside one another, and not wait, but take back our future. So obviously, Cult is trying to, contribute towards and build towards a decentralized future, which is, again, probably the basis of a lot of cryptocurrencies and most cryptocurrencies as a whole. But this is where I think Cult DAO is doing things a little bit different, and just with their transparency and kind of telling a story and relating to holders and potential holders is where I think Cult DAO and the word cult that is behind this project really, really speaks true. So as the COVID-19 pandemic hit, I found myself begging for chaos, for carnage, riots on the streets, anything for the world to become as chaotic as I found my existence, but it never came. Humans did what humans do. We knew in our minds and our hearts it was wrong, but we were scared. We seeked comfort, protection. We obeyed those that didn't were ostracized. Those of us who wanted to stand up were pressured into obedience. Vaccine passports, restrictions on our freedoms. Not an anti-vaxxer. I took the first and second jab of the vaccine. I used the open brackets not as a description that is something else or dangerous, but as a way to highlight something else we don't like to talk about, whether other vaccine needs to be taken every 3 months. And then talk about Bitcoin. Main concern that has been how to launch the token. People are fickle. Naysayers say nay. We couldn't do it perfectly, even if we wanted to. I spent money on getting Cult DAO up and running, and I wanted this success. So should I market it? What should my involvement be? So on and so forth. So the transparency here from V, you can see here from V to U, the forward is very, very transparent, right? You read this and you kind of learn and want to be almost a part of this cult, I guess, essentially, which is a kind of weird, but essentially in the weirdest way. That's kind of what a cult is. You can see here, we are beyond morals, we are beyond good and evil, we are the catalyst for the change, and if we are too extreme for you to fully dive in, then you can support us just by transacting with the cult token, giving 0.4% of all your TX's transactions to the revolution. Any transaction you are asked to pay for in USDT or USDC, ask if you can pay in Cult. When somebody asks for recommendation on tokens, tell them Cult. If your friends are suffering, if your fellow brothers and sisters are waking up to the truth, send them to us. We are home for the forgotten. And that's kind of what Cult's slogan has been. First rule of Cult is you talk about Cult, read the Cult Manifesto, which we are reading now. So just reading the manifesto, go over that for you guys. It should be pretty transparent that this is a project with a lot of things going on, but at the basis and at the core, it's a project that is trying to disrupt and build towards a decentralized, finance world, community, so on and so forth. Here's the tokenomics, which we've gone over in the previous video. Go ahead and pause this video. Take a look at this, very, very broken down, explained, in this chart. I do really, really like the tokenomics here as well. But taking a look at some updates on Twitter, which really since the launch and how this, project has started to gain traction, Twitter has been going pretty crazy. So who.com, the Who exchange, listing Cult DAO. There's a trading competition back here on April 2nd. 2 passive ways to support the revolution. Put $Cult, join in your bio, where we would pay in ETH or stables. Ask them to take Cult. L-Bank, Cult DAO, L-Bank listing, HC Capital. You can see your top 10 projects by price performance. Cult just blowing all these other projects out the water. Thinking of buying Cult on MEXC Global, get 10% back on your own trading fees plus referral fees. If you hold Cult but haven't read the Cult Manifesto, then you're not going to make it, but thanks for the 0.4%, there's only one Cult. You can see here, Block Hash Ventures, Cult DAO just absolutely dominating top 10 projects by price performance in the last 7 days. Going absolutely crazy here. Top 10 gainers here on Block Talks, Cult DAO. Most visited coins on CryptoRank, Cult DAO at number one with $139 million market cap. Lots of bullish sentiment here for Cult DAO. I think still just kind of getting started. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about Cult DAO at this time. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice, but please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and drop a like on this video, and as always, have a great day.